If you don't remember the web address, http://reliefstereovot.it, to quickly access the website of the Architectural Photogrammetry Laboratory of the Polytechnic of Bari, simply type "Survey of Architecture" on any search engine. Here we are on Google, and they find it immediately, on the front page. In addition to the motto "IGAT Relief" is already half the project. The definition: the relief of architecture is a collection of necessary and sufficient information to allow the reconstruction of an architectural work, with the original techniques. Flanked by the metric frame, the photogrammetric survey of the Cathedral of Bari, it is the basis of the didactic philosophy of the laboratory. With a click on the writing at the top, the page opens, which summarizes all the teaching and research activities carried out by the laboratory in the period 1976 to 2008, divided into periods relating to the different location of the laboratory. From 1976 to 1981, at the Institute of Architecture and Town Planning, of the Faculty of Engineering, on the university campus. From 1981 to 1996, in the monumental complex of Santa Scholastica, in the historic center of Bari. From 1996 to 2008, at the ICA department of the Polytechnic of Bari. Below the writing, there is a link to the project aimed at photogrammetry and territorial protection attached to the agreement between the University of Bari and the Puglia region for the start of the census and cataloging of the cultural heritage of Puglia. The buttons, located on the left of the page, lead to credits, answering all the possible questions that those who intend to attend the laboratory would ask. It starts from why it exists, to end up contesting the website, by some teachers. The website was activated in 1996, with the aim, in addition to presenting, also to propose a means of disciplinary coordination. Evidently the proposal was not well accepted. So much so that a department included its own council on the agenda. Comments on the internet page of the Polytechnic of Bari. The second button leads to the history of the laboratory, starting from its establishment, up to the 2008 conference, on the presentation of the Cultural Heritage Charter. The third button leads to research, starting with the project aimed at ending up with the global information system of some urban centers. The fourth button is about teaching, where we start with the teacher card, of which everything is reported, from basic training to professional activity, because it is assumed that something that has not been experienced cannot be taught. To end up on the archive of the work done by students in the period 1996 to 2008. In line with the research project, the course showed that if all the students put their works online, at the end of their studies, they would not only have a title, but a curriculum, which demonstrates what and how they can produce. The dream proposal, then, was that each student adopted, since he entered the school, a cultural asset, and in this way, the documentation of cultural heritage could be resolved at no cost, as well as making them known to the new generations. The fifth button leads to the laboratory video library, where it is possible to view, in addition to the online lessons, the video recordings of all the national and intentional conferences organized by the laboratory, the documentation of the findings carried out by a floating platform in Venice, those carried out in Basilicata, by the photogrammetric unit of the Vigilia Urbana Bari, following the 1980 earthquake, and, finally, the results of research on GIs. The sixth button leads to the laboratory library, with publications on paper, put online on PDF. The last button concerns the laboratory services, for the networking of some libraries of the Politecnico and the statistics of the SERV. The most important links are shown on the main panel, superimposed on the historical photos of the laboratory, and on the bottom right the menu, with the links to the television services made by Italian Radio Television.